So a warm welcome to Bob Scouts.
Yeah, I did 13 years at Cory, and I thought it was enough. I left them. They were 6 years champion band, world champions #1, ranked #1 in the world. They were going to Australia on tour. They'd won the European 3 times, won the British Open 5 times, won the national championships. In the 13 years I was with the band, they were never less than 5th. So it's a great record, and I thought it was a good time to step back and maybe visit other bands in other parts of the world. And so here I am in Holland with the Schoonhoven band for the 2nd time. 1, 2. I didn't know what to expect with the best band in Holland with Schoonhoven. But when I came to the band room and I heard the band play, I thought, okay, I'm going to have to work hard to make an impact here, because the band was playing already very well. I mean, I have great respect for Eric. He does a great job as a conductor. But we worked together, and I was really impressed with the standard of performance last year. I know Jan Jansen from Bessen. I've worked for Bessen since the 1980s. I've been an endorsee of their musical instruments. I always played on Bessen. My father played a Bessen, I play a Bessen, and my son plays Bessen. So it's a big thing. Yeah, I think Eric and I met at a competition in the UK, and he talked about coming over to conduct his band in Schoonhoven, and then we talked to Jan Jansen, and financially it all worked out, and yeah, it's part paid by the band, part paid by Bessen, and Bessen are very kind to me. And I think it's a beautiful piece. I mean, it's straight from the heart, whereas most of Eddie Gregson's pieces are conceived in the mind. He starts off with a very small embryo of music, which he develops and turns upside down, inside out, and symphonically develops the piece. This is not that sort of piece at all. This piece really starts with Once Upon a Time, and it goes on. There's a nice story to it, and it's a happy ending ever after. So I think it's a beautiful piece. And I said to Eddie Gregson at the national championships, how will you feel in 10 years' time when everybody says, this is your best piece? He said, no, it's not my best piece, it's not my best piece. But I think it's a lovely piece. I think the audience will enjoy it, the players will enjoy practicing it, the conductors have got lots of scope to show musicianship, and it should quite easily allow the very best bands to float to the top. This year, from the very first note when we warmed up with a chorale, the band's improved. All these, what I call higher order skills, the Schoonhoven band does very, very well. I think the Schoonhoven band is just like Tres Etoiles, just like Eikanger or Manga, or like Willebroek were. They're a top world-class band that could easily win the European anytime soon. Maybe a little bit less. You're barking like a dog. So this is the time of the year when most bands in Europe are doing their national championships, and then next weekend we've got your national championships, and so I'd like to wish all the bands in all the national championships the very, very best. I hope they all play to their full potential and get what they deserve. And I'd also like the Spijkerpakkenband to do quite well as well in the first section.